The Flip Side of Board Games is sponsored in part this month by PieceKeeper Games, publisher of the puzzly game Gearworks. Take on the role of budding inventors intent on proving your mettle. Play your gears carefully as clever card placement helps you control areas of the board and reward the parts you need to build fantastical contraptions and score points at the end of the game. It's an interesting marriage of steampunk and Sudoku. A special bundle is currently available on their website, which includes a free deluxe playmat. And a new Kickstarter campaign will be running from March 12 to 31, 2024. Go check it out.
Hello, everyone. Good to see you. Thank you for being here. I appreciate it. We are ready to go. Well, today is Thursday, and tomorrow we've got a pretty cool thing lined up for you. JT and I are going to be playing Philharmonics for you at 1 o'clock Pacific time. That's going to be on our channel, and Philharmonics is closing up, I believe, next week, their campaign. So this will be a last chance, I guess you could say, to just check out the game and see if it's going to be something you're going to want to go back. This is not an endorsement or anything like that. Later, tomorrow. Tomorrow is basically a paid playthrough that they contracted us to do. So we're going to play it for you, show you how it works, and then you can make the decision after that. Today, however, is a solo play of Celtae. Now, Celtae, I've already talked about. We've actually already played it on the channel, a two-player game with Jesse and I. And we really enjoyed the game. I have played the game with the publisher, Costa, from Pythagoras, and we did a couple of two-player games of it as well. And this is a game that I really enjoyed. I just saw that Z, Camilla, and Mike DeLisio did a review of it over on the Dice Tower, I believe, earlier this week. I could be mistaken. That could have been last week, but time's fun when you're having flies. And so it brought it back into my perspective. I'm going to be reviewing it, but I realized that I haven't played it solo yet. So I'm going to do that today, and hopefully we can get some more plays of it, and then when I get back from Dice Tower West, we'll give it a review, either here or on the Dice Tower. I don't know which one. Probably, I would imagine here. I'll talk to Tom. I'll see if he wants, if he minds, if I do a review of it over there. It will just depend, I guess. But anyway, Gunnar Johansson is here. Hello, Gunnar. Good to see you. Nuno Rebello is here as well. Lewis is here. Spurs fan. Good to see you. Jason Likens. Hello. Fee is here. Hello. Good to see everybody. Thank you for joining me. As I have been saying, we have already played this on the channel, but I've never played it solo. So we're going to go ahead and give a whirl at that. Basically, what we're doing here is you're not really competing against anything. You're not trying to score more points or anything like that. You're just trying to score as many points as you can while the AI basically tries to make things hard for you. And the AI is given a name, Solitairix. Solitairix, the Roman traitor, sent here by Julius Caesar himself to thwart our plans at ousting the Romans from our blessed land. That's what we're trying to do here today. So basically, like I said earlier, the AI is not going to be collecting cards. They're not going to be holding cards. They're not even going to be scoring points. They're not even going to be able to decide where the scores are going to be derived. However, it will be placing down, it will be building towns, it will be farming and taking cards away that I won't be able to get. It will also be doing, it will also be taking Druid scoring tiles and Roman scoring tiles from the stacks, making it potentially harder for me to grab those tiles. So it will be doing things to kind of make things difficult for me. And that's the general idea that the AI has in this game. It's not really scoring any points per se, it's just making it difficult for you to score points. And then at the end, in final scoring, let's see, where is it? It has a little chart here that tells you for easy mode, you want to try to beat 25 points. For normal mode, you want to beat 30 points, and for hard mode, you want to beat 35 points. So those are the 3 levels that we're going to be trying to achieve. Let me check. I don't even think I scored that many points. Let me see, how many points did I score? Oh, this doesn't look good. Last time we played, I scored 19 points. And Jesse scored 20. So, I never said I was good at this stuff, right? I've only said that I enjoy it. Well, this looks cool. Hello, people. Hello, Ryan. Good to see you. I apologize. I've got some stuff in my eyeball here. So just give me a second, and I'll be right back with you, I promise. Oh, my sinuses decided to start acting up last night. So I've been dosing up on NyQuil and Dayquil because I will not be defeated by the cold. But that's what it is. 'Tis the season. The weather here over the past 2 weeks, and I've seen other people talking about it in other parts of the country, it just won't stop fluctuating. And whenever the weather starts fluctuating, temperature starts fluctuating, my buddy's like, listen, figure out what you're doing. Until then, I'm going to not feel well. So that's where we're at right now. So this looks cool, Ryan says. Yes, it absolutely does. This is one of the coolest, let me say it this way. This is one of the most stark, bold box covers that I've seen in a long time. It was a deliberate choice to not put the name of the game on the front of the box, just to leave it for the sides, as you can see, but not to put it on the front. And I thought that was one of the coolest things about this game. It's just like, female warrior, fight me. You know, this, I just love this artwork, and I love the cover, and I thought it was just a great choice that they made in just making the cover very bold and almost breathtaking. Bob Rock is here. Evening, everyone. Hello, Bob. Good to see you. All right. So if you've not played Celtae, basically, I'll get down to the table here and kind of give you a general idea of what's going on. Love the cover. Yep. Setting up Pulsar 2849 will play along Sam's playthrough. Well, don't do what I do, because I don't know that the actions in this game will necessarily translate well into Pulsar 2849. But that's a pretty hefty game there, Bob. Good luck. Yeah, Fee, love the cover. Absolutely. It's a great cover. Anyway, so as we're looking at the board here for Celtae, this is basically a huge rondel. That's what the board basically is. You have the action pawn that starts in this corner of the board, and then there are these 4 spots on that it can move to. So if you move 1 space, now where is it on the board? Yep, here it is. If you move only 1 space, you get to add an army, a army strength to your army. You can move 2 spaces and nothing happens, but if you choose to move 3 spaces, you have to lose 3 army strength. You're basically wearing out your army at that point. If you're taking it slow, you're getting more people. If you move 2 and you're kind of going in between, they're not really happy, but they're not mad at you either. So that's kind of the idea right there. So that's the first thing you do, is you choose how far along this rondel you want to move. Where you land determines what you can do. And there are these little arrows that are on the board that tell you. So if I land right here, I can do a farming action, or I can do a recruit action. Just depends on what you want to do. So farming or building, rather, I'm sorry, you can do farming or building. So if you do farming, you're simply going to be taking cards that are available to you on that region's side of the board. So in the southern regions down here, if I do farming, I'll be taking from those cards up there, or rather down there. And then if I do farming up in the northern region, I'll be taking cards from up here. Building simply is where you're going to be taking one of your discs here and placing them on one of the open fortifications that are down here. The first person to place in one of these things gets this little bonus tile that will help them. This one gives them +3 armor strength. This one allows you to draw 2 cards. This one gives you one of these bonus tokens that can basically be turned in at any point in the game for a worker of your choice. And then this one gives you 2 of those tiles as well. So that's what farming and building will do for you. With recruiting, you're basically going to be able to take one of your workers from your active pool here and place them on top of the board like so, and that's basically, they are becoming a permanent fixture in your clan, and they aren't in your kind of rotating clan that's right here. When you do that, for the number of leaders that you have in your clan at that specific point, you're able to do an extra person and add an extra person. So right now you can only add 1, but if you had a leader in your clan at the same time, you could do 2. You can also send your clan members out to become druids. And the way you do that is by, for example, this stack is looking for, you have to send a builder and a warrior out, and that will allow you to take this, and you'll be able to take one of these guys and add them to your clan. Now, here's the thing. Why would you want to do that? Well, because first of all, druids can act as any one of these 3 workers. They can't act as leaders, but they can be farmers, builders, or soldiers. So down here, if you're in the north, you'd be able to do this, but since this guy is down here in the south, you'd have to turn in a farmer and a leader, wow, in order to get a druid. So, but these are also going to be worth points for you at the end of the game as well. So there's kind of a double thing going on. So over here, you can go fight, or you can build or farm. And fighting simply means that you're going to be coming out here and fighting the Roman legions that are invading the land. And when you're doing that, well, for example, you have to have 6 strength to defeat this particular army, and he's going to be worth 1 point for you at the end of the game, that specific tile. But another thing that you can do is that you can put your tokens here out on the board, and when you do that, there are certain in-game effects that will give you more points for that as well. And I don't know that any of them are actually out here right now, but there are some in-game bonus scoring cards that will affect that. So that's fighting these guys out here. Now, whenever you cross this river here, whenever you cross back and go to the original, the person in a solo mode, you, as the only player, will be able to choose where one of these scoring pegs goes. And that will determine what gets scored at the end of the game. This is one of the cool things about the game, is that the players are actually choosing out of these things right here what is actually going to be scored. So this is, if you have the the most bonus tiles from building these different fortifications, you're going to be able to get up to 2 points for that. This one, if you have 6 or more workers in your clan, then you'll be able to score up to 2 points. It just depends on if somebody puts one of those markers there or not. This one down here, whoever has built the most pink fortifications, or maybe that's red. No, it's pink. And then this one, if you have 3 or more, if you've defeated 3 or more Roman city tiles, then you're going to be able to get a possible 3 points there. If you have 2 or more orange tiles, then I'm sorry, fortifications, then you'll be able to score up to 3 points. It just depends on which one of these goes here. And so that's pretty much how the game works. Now, the end of the game comes about when the last progress marker, which are these things right here, when the last progress marker is placed on a progress card, the end of the game is triggered. Then what happens is each person in player order will be able to take 2 turns in a row, and then you score points based on how you've done throughout the course of the game. Whoever has the most points is the winner. And that, in a nutshell, is Celtae. It's basically just a huge rondel, but it really, really, I mean, it grew on me. But I initially started, my initial was, I really enjoy this game. I really like the looks of the game. That was my initial impression. The box drew me in, and then the board drew me in. I will be honest, and I'll say that when I just saw that these were discs, I was like, huh. Well, okay. That's fine, I guess. Just being honest. But I will say that these chunky discs have really kind of grown on me, and I do like them. But I will say that initially they were not the draw. The artwork and the fact that there was a rondel here, those were the 2 big draws for me. So hopefully we'll get this going, and you'll see how it's going. Bob laughs at that. Hello, Sam. Thank you for all the coverage of Memoir 44. Got me into the game and love it. You're welcome, Ryan. That's a great game. We're probably going to be playing some Memoir here in the future. We always come back to it, so be on the lookout for that. But thank you for saying that. Lewis says, you board game influencers on YouTube worry too much about playing well on camera. Just enjoy the journey of learning the game. I just saw a video where Rory wasn't enjoying his first play of a game. LOL. Sam must crush or I unsubscribe. No pressure, Sam. No pressure indeed. You can subscribe or unsubscribe as you see fit, my friend. Let's see here. But yeah, no, I'm not worried about if you've watched any number of my videos, you know that I lose on a regular basis because I am usually not very good at games. But I do try to put my best foot forward, mainly so that you guys can see how the game works. That's my main concern. If I get my butt kicked, I get my butt kicked. And I will wear the boot home and it will be fine. But I do want to put my best foot forward as far as showing you how the game plays. That's my main concern. It has nothing to do with me doing well. So we're going to go ahead and get to it. All right, so the game does say that I haven't even looked at all of my cards yet. I've just got through setting up. I will say this. I am being the Cartimandua. I have no idea how to pronounce that name, but I am her. And this leader, is going to basically give me 1 point for every bonus. If I have at least 1 bonus tile, I will get 1 point for her at the end of the game. But if I have 3 or more at a certain point during the game, I have to, there's this tile halfway through the game, I have to decide, am I going to keep her on this side, the A side, or am I going to flip her over to the B side, which will get me 3 points if I have this one, particularly if I have 3 or more bonus tiles. But if I don't get 3 or more bonus tiles by the end of the game, I get nothing. So that's a cool little kind of push your luck mechanism that's in it. You can choose to keep it on the one side, on side A, and get your 1 point, or you can push your luck and try to finish the goal on this side and get a couple more points. So we'll see how that works out. Let me look at my cards here. Whew, that's not... Oh, well, that's pretty good. All right, that's not bad, not bad, not bad, not bad, not bad. Okay, not good, but not bad. All right, so what do I want to do? Now, what has to happen is... all right, so in order to build, you can see here you have to discard. Let me go ahead and put it back down. I'm sorry. In order to build, you have to discard cards out of your hand, but you can get a discount of 1 for every builder that you have in your thingamadoogie hopper. So that's a pretty cool thing. What am I going to do here? That's not a bad idea, I think. Not a bad idea at all. Okay, so on my first action, I'm going to go here. Now, the second thing that you can do on your turn is you can swap things out of here. So maybe I want to take this farmer and put it down here, and then I can take this builder and put it up here, which then gives me a 2-card discount if I want to choose to do a build, which I do. Because, you know, this, I'm going to try to get those 3 bonus tiles pretty quick. So that gives me a 2-card deduction because I get -1 for every builder. So this -2, and I have to discard 3 to put this tile out there. So I can do it with just 1. So I'm going to go ahead and do... I don't want to do that or that. All right, I'm going to go ahead and discard this card right here, which means that I can build this guy on that. That allows me to take this. And I need to double check and see, because I told you earlier that that is 2, but I don't know that that is actually the case. Bonus tiles. Gain 1 double-sided bonus token. While performing an action, you can discard this token to perform the action as if you had 1 extra worker of your choice, or to choose any action space on the board as if the action marker was adjacent to it without moving the action marker. Okay. So this is going to allow me to have this bonus token right here. So now I've got 2 of those guys. And then this will turn it over, and that is a point for me at the end of the game. And now I have at least 1 point from her at the end of the game as well. If I get 2 more of these before the end of the game, and I choose to flip over right here, I could get 3 points from her in addition to all of those. So there you have it. All right, so that is my action. Now what we're going to do, first thing we do is we move the action marker. So we're going to draw the top card of the draw deck and place it next to Solitairex's thing. So here's the card that we place. And so now, if the color drawn is the same color as one of the top card of the discard pile, I don't know why this is here. Oh, because I did it. So the color is not the same. If the color card is different, advance the action marker 1 space. So the action marker is going to go 1 space here. So that's the first thing we do on solitaire mode. Determine how many times you rotate the thing. If the military icon is the same, it is, because there's a helmet here and there's a helmet there, then we'll rotate this twice. So we'll go 1 and 2. So that's kind of the randomization of what they're going to be doing. So now we are going to choose an action to perform. So we look at the quarter of the solo tile. So this top quarter here is what we're looking at now. And we go from left over to right. Well, Solitaire always tries to perform the leftmost action. So we say, can you perform a fight action? No, you're not in a place where you can perform a fight action. What about a recruit action? Yes, you can perform a recruit action. So what do we do? So we're going to do this action now. Solitaire swaps a worker. So after determining an action to perform, check the middle row. And so it takes the middle one. So this one is going to be swapped with this one, just like this. And now it performs the action. So recruit, Solitaire gains the top druid of that stack. So because they're in the northern region, the druid comes over here. That druid tile goes there. Then place a druid worker from that region on Solitaix's play area. This may be used when scoring certain cards. If Solitaire cannot gain a druid tile, do not perform the recruit action. Okay, so this one also comes over here. So that is that. Next, it'll come back to my turn. So, I could do that. So, yep, we're going to do it. All right, so we're going to go 1. Oh, I went 1 the first time, and I gained a thing, and then I went 1 again, gained another one. So now we are going to, first we can swap. So I'm going to take one of my builders here and turn him into a warrior like that. And now I have 2 warriors here and I'm going to fight. So since I'm in the northern region here, I have to fight this tile. It's a 6 power and I only have 3 right now. And these 2 guys give me 1 each. But I have to now discard cards. So here I take my power times how many cards I discard and add it to my thing. So I have to discard with the same icons. Okay, all the cards that I discard have to equal what these are. So I'm going to choose to discard these 3 guys since they all have the tower on there. And that gives me, so I have 1, 2, 3 times the number that's here. So that gives me 6. So now I take this all the way up to 9. And now I have to use 6 to defeat this tile. So I go back down to 3, and I take this, and it becomes a point for me at the end of the game. Then this one flips over. And as you can see, now it's considerably more difficult to beat these guys again. One thing I need to look at here real quick is placing out a cube there. So 14. Alfonso can also place a garrison cube from his board into the garrison space of that region, discarding from his hand a card with a warrior or with a fortress. He discards... Oh, okay. So I have to then look at my hand, and I can discard a card from my hand to place one of my tokens here. I don't know that I want to do that. Because I don't see any scoring out there that is based around that kind of thing. But each region where you have the most, or yeah, garrison cubes, if you have the most. Yeah, I think I'll do that. So I'll discard this one that has the shield on it, and I'll be able to place one of my tokens right here that matches the shield. So that is that. These will go over here. And now we will flip another card. Boom. And does the color match? No, the color does not match. I'm going really slow here because if it's the same color, it goes twice. If it's not the same color, it goes once. So this goes here. Now that we've passed this, we have to put out our first progress marker. So I'm going to choose, I have it out there. I think I'll go here. Boink. Because I do have one down there already. So I just have to get one more and I'll be able to get that. So I think that's attainable. Now we look at the icon. It's a helmet and a shield. It is not the same. So if it is the same, if it is different, we only rotate it once. So this one will go here like that. And so here it's going to either try to build, if it can build, which it is possible for it to build. Okay, so check the color of the card drawn by Solaris and place one of Solaris discs. Okay, so teal, and so teal is going to get one right down here, and that takes away this. Because the first player always goes there. Then, well, we forgot to swap a worker. It's going to swap, it's going to wipe all three of them. So from this space, it's going to wipe all three. And refill that action space with 3 workers from the center board. So these come down like so. And then refill the center of the board with 3 workers from the bag. There's that. These will go back in. And performs the chosen action. And the chosen action was to build. And that's that. So then it comes back to me. And I need some. I need some, so this gives me 1, and I'm going to swap this with my worker, with a farmer, and then I'm going to farm. And so whenever you farm, you always take this one for free, and then you can take another one for how many you have. So I can now take one of these 3 because it has a farmer, only one farmer icon. I would have to have 2 farmers to take this one or this one. You always get that one for free, but then you can take any one of these for if you have at least 1 farmer in your thingy, which that's good. I'll just take this one right here. Yeah, because neither of them really match anyway. So there's that. Then these will slide down. And those are refilled. Oops. Like so. All right. And that is my farming action. So then we'll flip a card over. And it does not, man, I can't freaking remember. Is it, okay, I'm going to get it right this time. Same color, 2 spaces, different color, 1 space. Same color, 2 spaces, different color, 1 space. So it just goes 1 space. And then it is the same. So if it's the same, you rotate it twice. So 1, 2. Okay, it wants to try to build, so we look at the card, and it can. So it comes out here, and this goes away. down here. It's going to swap this one with this one, like that, and that's that. So now, I think I might want to okay, so if I have to, I would have to crud nuggets. Okay, well, all right, what I'm going to do is I'm going to farm again. So I'm going to take this guy and come over here like that, and I'm going to be able to take this one for free, and then I can take, I have two, so I could take both of these, or I could take one of these. I could take two of these three, or one of these. So I'll take this one and this one. And these all slide down. And those go out. Okie dokie. So now we're going to flip another one. And it is not the same. So it goes one space, boom. And the military are different. So we rotate it once. Okay, so it wants to battle first. And it is in a spot where it can battle. So I think battling, you just gain the top tile, boom, and put it down here. Place that Roman armor tile with Solitaire area. Check the military icon of the card drawn and place a garrison cube in Solitaire. Okay, so of the card drawn, so military, so it will place here. Just like that. Well, pooper doopers. All right. I will just go one. And since I crossed here, this one is going to go I'm going to go down here again. It just seems like something I'm going to be able to do. So that is going to do that. And first things first, I have to choose which one to go with. Think I will poop. Well, I won't get a bonus for it. Which is kind of the point of doing those. So I don't think I want to do that. Oh, I do have a lot of those though. So let's try that. Let's flip this over. Okay. So we're going to go ahead and farm. I will switch this out with that. And I will farm here. So that allows me to take this one for free. And then I can take two more. I think I'll go with this one and this one, because I have two farmers. And that is my farming action. So now we have to flip this over. And it is pink. Pink and purple are not the same. So it only advances once. And then we look at, they are the same. So this rotates twice. So 1, 2. It wants to recruit first, and it can. So it will take this and put it down here, and this, and put it down there. This will be this one. So that's not much of a change. But then this gets flipped over, and this gets flipped over. Okay. What do I want to do? I could go... Well, I am not getting a whole lot of points here. Oh, that sucks. So, let's go ahead, and I think what I want to do... Oh, man. Yeah, I do. I'm going to go 1, 2. And I'm going to swap one of my farmers for one of these guys so that I've got that. And then I'm going to discard... With battling, you can... For each... You can... depending on how many soldiers you have in your pool of activity, you may gain strength points per discarded card. So, for each discarded card with the same icon, you gain 1 strength point. If you have 2 soldiers, for each card, you gain 2 strength points. If you have 3 soldiers, you get 3 points. Okay. So, let's see, right here. So, we're here. We have to have a 10. And I have to get rid of the same cards. So I want to keep these. I want to get rid of those. Okay, I don't want to use those, but I can use these. So I'm going to use these. So let's see, we've got 1, 2. If I discard 3, then that will be 3 times 2. That's 6, which will take me up to 10. And then I'll use all of them, all of the 10, to gain 2 of these. And then in order to, I'll discard a fort icon so that I can place my second cube here, and that will be my fighting turn. So this will get placed there, and now we go back to their turn. So we have pink, pink and pink, pink and pink. Okay, if it's the same color, advance it twice. So 1, 2, we crossed here, so this goes out somewhere. What are the odds of me getting back down there? Maybe. Could possibly do that. Yep, I'm going to do that right there. Okay, so So it went over there. Then we look at helmet versus thing. So it is not the same. So you rotate the solo tile once. Boom. So it wants to either build or farm. It can build, but we look at the color and it can. So it will put this out here, which takes this bonus tile, which kind of sucks because now I'm getting the opportunities to get bonus tiles are now just here, 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 and here, which really sucks. But this might be something I try to do here pretty soon. I don't know if that's going to work, but we'll see. Alrighty. Then it does want to swap, so it swaps with this one. Like that. Okay. Now, I think I need to recruit. But before I recruit, I think I'm going to swap this dude here. So now I'm going to recruit so I can add one dude to my army. And because I have a leader present, I can do another. So he's going to come here as well. So I've got 2 fighters that are in my army. Then at the end of the recruit action, you refill from these that are in the center. I believe I also have the opportunity to send clan members off to become druids, but I don't have the right. I would need 2 farmers and I'm sorry, 1 farmer and 2 builders, but I don't have that. Repills are active pulled by taking 1 at a time from the center of the board. Yep. So I think what I'll do is I'll take these 2. That's my pool that goes back up to 3, and then come out here and replace 2 more, 1 and 2. All right, let's see here. I have a suggestion for your new Dice Tower videos. Retitle them to Top Bottom 5 and the next video Top 5. I suggest this so you don't have to explain why it's called the Bottom 5. I understand what you're. I appreciate that. However, I don't ever have to explain. We just choose to explain because JT and I both think it's kind of funny. It's a funny play on words. People think that the bottom 5 means that it's going to be the worst 5 games of the year. And that's not what it is. It's the bottom half of our top 10. And so we chose to do that little nuance as a kind of thing. And we explain it just because we choose to explain it, not because we feel like we have to. If you just watch the video, you'll catch on because I number them 10, 9, 8, 7, 6. So it is what it is. I get what you're saying, but I appreciate the suggestion, but we're just doing it to have a bit of fun. That's all. Kabuki Kid is here. Hello, Kabuki. Good to see you. You've been here for a while. Your name always brings to mind the wrestler, the great Kabuki. Anybody remembers the wrestler in your youth? Assuming you watched wrestling. I actually don't know the guy, but have been told about him a number of times because of my handle. I saw a photo of him, so now I know that much. It's probably not a very flattering picture either, so don't run with that too far. All right. I just did a recruit action, right? Yes. So I need to know these things here. I want to see how that goes, you see? All right. I'm looking up something specific. I'm sorry. All right. Using those bonus tiles. Okay, so gain a double-sided bonus token or to choose any action space on the board as if the action marker was adjacent to it without moving the edge. Okay, got it. All right. Okay, okay. Cool, Sam on bottom 5 title. Have fun. Absolutely. Okay, these are not mine, by the way. They're just out here. These, however, are mine. All right, so I could build up here by using one of these, because I can use this and I will be able to take that action without moving that marker as if I had an extra one of the ones that it needed. So that could mean that I have 2 workers, which means that I would have to pay 2 cards, which I think I want to do. So I'm going to use one of these tokens. I'm not going to move the action marker. I'm going to do a build action as if I had an extra builder, which means that I have to pay 4, but with 2 workers, 2 builders, I only have to pay 2. So I will spend both of these, and they match, to go up here. And that will come over here like that. And then I believe that is my action. It doesn't say I can do it in addition to. Oh, okay, so I would have to be adjacent to it. So, but I would imagine I would be able to swap this out as well. So it'll be 2 of the same, really, because I would have to at least be up here. Yeah, so there we go. And that's that for that. Now we go purple and orange. Purple and orange is not the same. You would think by now I would have this down, but I don't. And that's just how my brain works. Same 2. So 1, 2. And helmet and shield, it is different. So once. So it goes here. Okay, it wants to battle first. It can't because there are no things here. So it wants to recruit next, and it can't. So now it's going to farm. So now what we also do is we switch this with this, and then it gets rid of 1, 2, 3, 4 in the north. So 1, 2, 3, 4 in the north. These slide down, and those come out. Boom. So that was quite jerky of him. All right, so I got those. I really need to go over there. Still takes 4 cards, though. Stinky poo-poo. All right. Oh, I could do... No, I couldn't do that. I don't have near enough. So we'll just go to 1, and we'll get an extra army here. We will... well, stink. I guess I'm gonna build, because I could. I absolutely could, but it doesn't help me, man. Well, that's what I'm gonna do. I'm not going to go once, I'm going to go twice. I don't get that. So I am going to recruit. I'm going to take one of my dudes and put it in here. And then I have a leader, so I can do a second. And nope, I would have switched this with this. So I'll do a second. Then I refill. I still don't have enough to do this though, so I can't do the druid tile. So nothing happens there, but I am scoring another point at the end of the game because I've got enough dudes in my army. So this is a possibility too. Might get there. All right, that's the end of my turn there. So now we got to flip another card for the purple and purple. It's the same, so we advance twice. 1, 2. And fort and helmet. So it's different. So we rotate it once. Oh, snap. No, I think that's it, like that. This would have gone here. So the first thing it wants to do is recruit. It cannot. It wants to battle. It cannot. So it's just going to farm. So it is going to swap the third. Wow, so many builders out there. That's why that keeps just rotating like that. But it's going to get rid of 1, 2, and 3. These slide down. 1, 2, 3, like that. All right. Well, that's that. What do I want to do here? Nope. 3 builders, though. Still don't have the cards, though. Yep. All right, we're going to go just 1 space. This will come out. This one will come. We're going to go with, oh, daggone it. I should put it back. You guys should have told me to put it back down on the table. You guys aren't paying attention either. Let's see. Picture in picture. Back on. All right. So I'm just going 1. That gives me 1 army. I will build. Because I have 1, 2, 3. So I will do that. I will build. Oh, I could build for free. I still have to discard a card, though. But I will build. I don't want to build down there, though, because it doesn't do that. So I am going to... I do want to check one thing real quick, because I think recruit action, you have to send them from your board. Yeah. Return them into previously recruited. Yep. Yeah, I don't want to do that. So, how in the world am I going to score 25 points? That I do not understand. All right. So, next, I'm hitting a block here. I'm hitting a block. So I went 1. I can, if I battle here, I won't have enough because I don't have the cards to match. So but I will be okay. So what I'm going to do is I will replace that with that, and then I'm going to farm, and farm allows me to take this card, and then I have 1 farmer in my clan, so I can choose one of these as well. I'll take this one. These all come down. Like that. And that's that. Now we flip a card for the Solitairics. And purple, so they are the same. So this goes 2 spaces, 1, 2. Then it's a fort versus a helmet, so they are different. So this rotates only once. So the first things first, it wants to try to build. So we look at purple. Is there a purple space out here? There is. So it does that, and it takes another stinking bonus tile. Dang it! Poop poopy doop boop. All right. It also is going to rotate this with this. Oh no, I'm sorry. It would rotate. Put that back. It would take the builder, so I'm just going to leave it there. And then it did a building, it didn't do the farming, so it doesn't do that. All right, so now oh, I should have, oh man. Well, just stayed on the 1. That's probably better. I'm going to choose to go 2. Oh, do I have enough? Yeah, I will. I think. Yeah, I will. All right, so I'm going to go 1, 2. We cross the line again, so I'm going to put this here. And before my action, I'm going to swap one of these guys with this guy. So now I have 1, 2, 3 guys in my army, and I'm going to spend 3 cards. So 3 times 3 is 9, which takes us up to 10. And I have to fight an 8. So I take it back down to 2. I get to add this to my army. And then I'm going to discard this to put one of these cubes out here. Just like that. And then these cards go away. This gets flipped. Oh, it's a 12. All right. Then we flip one for the, so pink, and that is different. So it goes once. Fort and helmet is different, so once. It wants to fight, it can't. It wants to recruit, it can. So it takes this and puts it over here, grabs another druid, puts that over there. It will take the middle, swap that, And that's that. Oh, I should have... These should have been out here for a while now, but we haven't needed them. Okay, so now I have 0 cards. But I could do some recruiting, and I think I want to because I want one of them druids. So I'm going to go just 1 space, and I'll get an army out of that. I will recruit one of these guys in there. I don't have any leaders, so I can't do that. But then I'm going to send these 3 guys off to do this, which gets me 2 points, and it gets me a druid into my army. Like so. And then I can refill from in the middle here, and I think what I'll do is I will take I'll take this leader here. Do I want the leader? Flip this over. Flip that over. Do I want the leader or do I want the fighter? I think I want the fighter. Ooh! Oh, it goes over here. Let's see here. I saw your top 5 dragon video, Lewis says. Does Shadows over Camelot play well at 3? I don't know. I don't think I've ever played it with 3, Lewis. Oh, Sam, I was wondering if I can be the 3rd member of your CC Top group. I will grow a mustache like the drummer and relocate to Washington State. Well, I do play the guitar. I don't think JT plays the bass, so I don't know if that would work out. JT, the 2nd member. Oh, JT's here. How goes it? It goes well. I think I'm not going to do very well as far as points are concerned, but the flow of the game for solo is pretty good. I'm having trouble remembering, you know, if the colors match, then you do this, and then if the symbols match or don't match, you do that. I'm having trouble remembering that. That's the only thing I have to. But that's just me. That's not with the game. Otherwise, it's going pretty well. I do not think I'm going to do very well, but we'll see. All right. So that was him. He did. No, that was me. I did that. So we turn over another card, and it is pink, and it is different. So different. Move it to 1 space. Boom. And shield and helmet is different, so we rotate it once. It wants to build, which it can. Pink, which it can, and it took another. Goodness gracious. Well, I'm not getting up to 3 tiles, that's for sure, but at least I got the 1. So that's good. And then it's going to wipe all 3 of these and put 3 new ones out. 1, 2, 3. And then these goes in. And then on my turn. Okay, so this is what I need to double check as well, because end of the game, when the last progress part is placed on the progress, the end of the game is triggered. Okay. The game is triggered. Finally, the player holding the 2 dial passes it to the player on their left. Okay, well, I'm just going to do it the way I think it's supposed to be done. So when I am moving, Oh, wait, I could actually... No, I don't have any cards, so I couldn't even do that if I wanted to. Oh, I could, though, couldn't I? Mm. Mm. I'm going to use this, and I'm going to use it to activate an action as if it were adjacent. So I'm going to activate here to yeah, that didn't help me at all, did it? I could do that. No, it's not going to help me. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to go with no, I am going to do it. No, I'm not. Okay, so bring that back. I'm going to go see if I go 2, that doesn't help. So I'm just going to go 1. And then I will I'm not going to swap because I don't want to, but I am going to farm. So I will take these 2. Those swap down, those swap down. And then 3 here, yep. So I'm going to put that right there. And then that'll be the end of my turn. So that's the last thing that goes out. That triggers the end of the game. When the last progress marker from the progress track is placed on the progress card, the end of the game is triggered. Finally, oh, players complete the current round. Okay, so we complete the round in which this will come out. So they are the same. This goes 2 spaces. And helmet, they are the same. So it rotates twice. So 1, 2. It wants to build first. Build on brown. It already did, so it can't. Then it wants to just farm. It will take this one. And then it will get rid of these 2 and these 2. Switch these down. 1, 2, 3, 4. And that's that. Now, what happens is I will do 2 actions and the AI will do 2 actions in sequence. So I do 2 and he does 2, or it does 2 rather. And so, my first action is going to be to go here. And that gets me 1 military. And then I'm going to swap this with this. And I'm going to farm, which allows me to take this card. Doesn't do me much good. What cards do I want? I need helmets. And I'll take this one because I have 2. 1, 2 with the druid. Then these swip down like so. This will come out like this. And then my second action will be to go 1, which gets me 1 more. And then I am going to attack. And so I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, because the druid can act like a fighter. So I have 4 armies, and I will, let's see, 4, 8, yeah. So I'll use 2 of the same, which means that that's 2, 4, 6, 8. In addition to the 5, I max out at 12. And I have to use 12 to do that, so I go back down to 0. And this comes over here. And I will also drop off a fort, which means that I can take this tile, this cube, and put it right here. Like so. Then these will come over here. And that's the end of my game. Now, the Solitairix is going to do that. So that is different. So it goes once. Fort and fort is the same. So it rotates twice. 1, 2. All right, first things first, it wants to build. It possibly can. Brown? No. Yes, it can. Poop. So it does do that. Then it actually gets rid of all of these. I don't know exactly what this is going to do for the game, but those go in there. And then we do another action. So teal and purple, they are different. So we activate this once, and then fort and fort, they're the same. So it rotates twice. 1, 2. It wants to build on teal. It can. Boom. Takes that. And it would get rid of, let's see, this one with that one, and that's the end of the game. All right, so now that we have reached the end of the game, we're going to do final scoring. Okay, so one of the things about the final scoring is that if I had put progress markers on any of these that I didn't obtain or that I didn't win, they're actually negative points for you. So that's something to take into account. I don't think that happened because I got both of these, and so I won't have any negative points. Yeah. So these 3 cards are simply not scored because they don't have any progress markers on them. And that's something that, because I chose to do only these, and there are only 6 in the game, then those are the only ones that get scored. All right. So let me get the pad out here, and we'll see how this goes. All right. Do I have a pen? I know I do. I'm getting a pen. I'm getting a pen. I'm getting a pen. All right. Here we go. I'm going to put down here solo. All right. So now, final scoring. All the completed citadels on the board, 1 point for each of your discs. All right. So this is not a completed citadel, so that isn't it. So that's 1, 2. I get 2 points for those. All the bonus tiles that I collected. 1. Yeah. What about druid tiles? I got 2 there. Wow. I did go heavy on the Roman army tiles, though, so that might be pretty good. I got 2, 4, 5, 6. Each region where you have the most or are tied for the most garrison cubes gain 1 point for each of your cubes. So I have 1, 2, 3, 4 there for those guys. Any points that are on the board here, I got 1 point for that one because I used all of my fighting stuff. Then all the empty disk spaces that have a point icon below it, so that's not 1. If you place all of your garrison cubes, which I did, sum up the remaining strength points, which is 0 because I poured it all into that last one. And any remaining cards, so no, it has to be divisible by 5. Points on progress cards. So I get 3, 6 for progress cards. And then for my leader, I got 1 point. This is not looking good. So I got 2, 4, 5, 11, 15, 16, 22, 23. 23 points. And I had to get 25, I think, for easy mode. So easy mode just beat me. But at the very least, you can see how the game plays. I will learn the drums now. Sorry to my apartment neighbors. Well, that's one way to look at it. Well, I don't know. What did you guys think? I really enjoy this game. I really do. I think I want to play it with JT. I want to play it with JT and Jess. I want to play it with 4 players. I want to. This is one of the games. One of the cool things about it is that it's a game that I want to keep coming back to, and that to me is a moniker of a good game. I enjoyed the solo mode. I didn't. I did better than I thought I was going to do, and unfortunately, I don't know what I could have done differently to do better at the game. Oh wow, that one's even. There's an 11 down there. But I don't know what else I could have done to do better. I'm sure there's plenty of things I could have done to do better. For example, if I would, I knew I wasn't going to be going for this this objective of getting a number of people recruited into my clan. Yes, moniker. Moniker is a word. That's a correct usage of that word. Look it up for me, Kabuki. Let me know if I'm wrong. I'm probably wrong. But I don't think I am. Cool cover art, yes. Cool cover art is correct. Now you got me all weird. I know moniker is a word. Huh. What you're known for, I guess? A calling card? Yeah, maybe. I'm not stressing it. Just whenever it seems like odd usage. Well, that's true. It's kind of like a moniker is a name. It's what you're kind of known for. I would say it's it's kind of like a reputation, but I don't know. Whatever. Moniker is like a name, a nickname. Yeah, sure. I know. Would you consider playing commission on camera? Yeah, I would play commission on camera. There's no reason I wouldn't. I don't delineate any of those kinds of things. If you're asking me to play it, we'll see what we can do. I haven't taught Jesse how to play that game, so we might could do that. It probably won't be on our Friday though. We try to save the Friday playthroughs for newer fare. But maybe Tuesdays, because Jess has Tuesdays off now, or at least Tuesday afternoons off. And so maybe on a Tuesday I could teach her how to play commissioned. That would be a cool thing to do. Schmoopy? Some monikers are shortened versions of your name, like Ed, Eddie, or Edward. Whatever. You told me not to stress it, and then you're hitting me with all the definitions. What's wrong with you? Okay. Yes, asking. All right. Well, I will. I'll look into that, and I'll have to touch up on the rules. I haven't played it in a long time, but it's not that difficult of a game anyway. It's basically Pandemic in reverse. I want to hear someone genuinely call someone schmoopy. No, I'm not going to do it. You'll have to look elsewhere for that, young lady. I don't think we have much else to do. I lost to the easy mode, but it is what it is. You guys understand how to play the game now, and you kind of see how it works. I really enjoy this game. I really do, and I know I'm doing a review of it, and I probably shouldn't say that, but I'll be a little bit more. I'll be a little bit more thorough in the review of the game, of course, and explain why. But I really have a fun time at this game every time I play it. So that is a good thing. I apparently can't spell schmoopy. Well, I understood what you were saying, so it's okay. I have commission because of your recommendation, by the way. Cool beans. It is a good game. Again, we just try to we try to get things done. All right. So tomorrow, just as a recap, tomorrow we are going to be doing Philharmonics. JT and I are going to be playing Philharmonics here for our Kona games. They have contracted us to do that. So tomorrow at 1 p.m. Pacific time, we'll be doing that. And that'll give you over the weekend and a couple days next week to check out that Kickstarter if you so choose to do so. We're going to be doing that Monday. Friday also over on the Dice Tower. Our bottom 5 games of 2008 are going to be hitting tomorrow on the Dice Tower. So you can go check that out. And then on Monday, the top 5 games from 2008 will be hitting here on the Flipside. So you can check that out as well. I will also be putting up Jesse's top 10 books. You guys asked for that, and we went ahead and recorded it. I have to get it edited, but I'm going to be doing that before I leave for Dice Tower West, which is going to be on Monday morning. So I'll have it ready to go. It'll probably go up Wednesday, however. I'll get it scheduled for going up on Wednesday. And so you can be looking out for that. Next week, however, is going to be a little bit low. I'll probably be doing some shorts from Dice Tower West, so you can look for those during the course of each day. But other than that, I'm going to be at Dice Tower West until the 10th. So Next week will be a little bit low as far as videos are concerned, except for the shorts that I do. I'll make sure that I'll do at least one short every day, just to kind of touch base with all you guys and gals. But other than that, we've got the top 5 from 2008 coming up on Monday next week. And then on the Dice Tower, one of the days next week, the bottom 5 2009 are going to be popping up next week. And then on the 11th, Monday the 11th, the top 5 from 2009 will be showing up as well. And we're going to be continuing doing those kinds of things. Fun! After 2009, JT and I are going to be doing our top 10 luck-based games. Bottom 5 on the Dice Tower, top 5 here on the Flipside. And then after that, we'll continue with the years 2010 and going onward. So, thank you for joining us. She doesn't read much nonfiction, right? She doesn't. Something Harry Potter. Yeah, actually 7 of them were Harry Potter books. So there's not a whole lot of diversity there. I'm just kidding. She didn't do that. She actually took it to where if it was a series, she put the series in for a placeholder, and then as we were talking about the series, she would tell me she would kind of talk about which book was her favorite, but she kind of used series rather than just singular books. So that's a little bit of a... yeah, 2008 is going to be tomorrow. Bottom 5 is going to come out tomorrow, and then the top 5 will come out right here on the Flipside on Monday. So tomorrow, this week, and then Monday next week is going to be 2008, and then after that is going to be 2009, and then after that it's going to be our luck-based games. All right, I'm out of here. We'll see you guys and gals on the Flipside. Take care.